This is Waco Tanks from Clout Gaming, here with some intermediate clashing. So this is going to be another video about Night Witch, but it's going to focus on Night Witch plus tank. So the first battle is going to be Night Witch and Golem, the second one's going to be Night Witch and Giant. I think both of those are kind of tough decks to beat. You're going to see me open here, and I get lucky with this tornado. This is a slightly misplaced tornado. I don't think that loses him the match. You're going to see why later, but it definitely does take some pressure off. So this, opening with a Golem, is probably not wise. Now, I get it. Again, as I mentioned in my last video, he's going to push the Golem down the lane where I have damaged the tower, because that essentially negates the damage that I've put on the tower, because I'm probably going to push the other lane. Now, in this case, I didn't have the hog pulled up to push the other lane, so I just defended. In defending, I fireballed his tower, and now he has a half-health tower and a fully defended Golem push. So it's not... It's just kind of an unfortunate turn of events for him. I'm not saying he played terribly, I don't think that I would have started out that way. So now I can push hard and hope to get in there, and you notice he does a correct tornado this time, but since I paired my hog with my knight, that's how I try to get around tornadoes. Since I paired my hog with my knight, the knight ends up doing extra damage on the tower anyway. Now, normally I like to push the knight with the hog, and that little bouncing mechanic keeps them from getting pulled too far off course with the tornado, or the knight tanks so he doesn't get destroyed. This is kind of a funny turn of events, but it works out for me. Alright, now of course I'm going to pay for that big attack. You see how I deal with the Night Witch using my knight. I have the archers dialed up to deal with the bats, use the skeletons to DPS against the Golem, distract the Mega Minion, but it's not enough. He just overwhelms me because I pushed in so hard. This is okay, it's tower for tower. Here's the funny thing, he immediately pushes with the Golem. In this case, I probably would have started with the Night Witch, see how the opponent responds, etc. But no, he just pushes right with the Golem. So I decide I'm going to go all in. And he uses his lightning, which is normally building removal. He uses his lightning to sort of weaken my powerful troops. But 2/6 hog cycles so quickly that I can just... I'm even logging his tower, just naked logging his tower, just to get all the damage that I can in, and you see... he gets a second tower, but that's not enough. So this is one of the things you hear people talking about oftentimes, is beating these big tank decks like Lava Loon, or you hear people talking about beating a Golem deck by going for the 3 crown. If you're still in single elixir time especially, sometimes going for the 3 crown with an all-in blitz like that will work for you. And this is funny, the deck I faced next is really strange. Now, the next thing I want to show you is the same type of deck. This is again a Night Witch with Giant. Now, I've had personally a lot of trouble going against Night Witch Giant, because it's a similar, Night Witch with a big fat tank, but since Giant costs so much less, they can cycle their main attack a lot more quickly. Again, I don't know that starting off with a tank is the best idea, but at least he backs it up well with the Night Witch. Also, I'm going to point out, before anybody else does, that yes, I'm going against a slightly lower level. I do get a level advantage here, and you're going to see me just smash this guy, but, pretend that we don't have that same level discrepancy, and I would still win this match, just maybe not as soundly. Now, you see me just doing a straightforward defense, and I don't know about this Musk. You see me thinking about fireballing, and keep that in mind. I'm going to fireball the Musk later. Not this one, but you're going to see me play like that. And I over-defend with the skeletons because this tower is down a little bit, and I don't want a couple hundred extra damage going in. So now just a nice naked hog push, basically trying to see how he's going to defend. And I know Fireball Log will take out his Night Witch, so I a little over-aggressively play the fireball log, archers for his bats, and now I'm in trouble. Between the E-Wiz and the log, I've only got one archer left, and I'm taking a lot of damage. He zaps to finish off my archer, and that's almost a tower. So you see the common theme of, if I get a good attack in, I'm probably going to have to take one to the face. There's a nice fireball. You see that fireball, you just make sure you know how the musketeer pathing is going to work, and you make sure to time it so she's just barely in range when the fireball hits. Now I know I've got the left tower, so I'm pushing on the right. This prevents him from doing a big giant push and finishing me off right away. He's got to pause, use the Electro Wizard, and I want to make sure, I'm sure that I'm going to lose this left tower, but I want to make sure that he spends as much elixir as possible in order to get it. Look at that last ditch sacrificed cannon. I just want to make sure that while he's spending elixir on the left, I can chip down the right. Now, that log I normally wouldn't do, but I want to make sure that the left tower is within fireball range. Here, I'm just trying to slow him down, make sure that he has to fireball that to get it done in time. I guess probably he didn't need to fireball that. But now the bowler comes out of nowhere, ostensibly to block a hog, but I'm within 2 fireballs, so I just need to play a little bit smart, not even super smart, just a little bit smart to slow him down and get in those fireballs. So you see me again, fireball log to take out in that case the musketeer, but now I just need to cycle back to fireball, and that's going to be game. So again, if it weren't for the level discrepancy, I probably wouldn't have just smashed this guy, but it's the same sort of idea. You're going to see me deciding when to push the other lane and defending the Night Witch basically with the knight and or archers. So I hope that helps. I hope that made some sense, and thanks for watching.